Look, I'm getting tired of seeing your typical big and slow grapplers or fast and small rushdown characters, or that one guy that has to be super weird in order to justify his zoning playstyle. But you know who I want to see more of? The character with an oversized weapon they have no business holding, to the point where their weapon looks more intimidating than them. These fighters bring a unique dynamic to the roster, blending the sheer power of their massive tools with unexpected agility or creativity, offering a nice break from the usual archetypes we see all the time. It can create cool moments, and annoying ones, but it challenges opponents in ways that typical archetypes can't. Whether it's for the comedic value of watching someone wield an object of that size, or the awe of seeing them do it with finesse, oversized weapon users add a layer of fun and chaos to every match. And it's time they finally got the spotlight they deserve in the world of fighting games. Speaking of games, you know which game you should try out right now? Marvel Strike Force. Marvel Strike Force is a mobile squad RPG game that lets you recruit heroes and villains across the multiverse and save the universe from threats like Doctor Doom and Apocalypse. The cool thing is that new battle modes are released regularly, so don't get too comfortable with your roster, as there will always be opportunities to optimize it. Along with the campaign, blitz, and arena, there's also a massive weekly alliance battle, raids, and Cosmic Crucible, which is a head-to-head mode versus other players in a tournament. Whether you like to play solo or against others, there's a game mode out there for everyone. And if you're a new player, you can unlock up to 17 total characters within the first 30 days, including favorites like Spider-Man, Deadpool, Thor, Captain America, and many more. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description to download Marvel Strike Force today for free. Or scan the QR code on screen and enter the promo code Logan to unlock 100 Wolverine shards, 500 power cores, and 5 premium orbs. The code has already been active, so you might as well use it now. Thank you to Marvel Strike Force for sponsoring, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Although the only requirement is weapon size, more often than not these types of characters share similar attributes. For one, they can easily create distance and apply pressure. Their large weapons cover a significant portion of the screen, making it challenging for opponents to approach safely and forcing them to navigate around a constant threat. This type of zoning to me is more annoying than projectile zoning, because you can't just jump over it since the arc of the move takes up more space, and can sometimes anti-air. In addition to their reach and space control, they also usually have a high damage output. Their attacks typically deal a significant damage per hit. This enables them to turn the match around with just a few successful strikes, punishing opponents heavily for any missteps or poor positioning. This high damage potential allows them to pressure opponents into playing more cautiously, knowing that any single mistake could result in massive losses of health. In terms of movement, they are not as bogged down as the bigger characters in the roster. For example, let's look at Mei. Even though her walk speed is the same as Potemkin's, she has the second highest jump height and is tied for first with Zato and Faust on her high jump height. But even someone like Ramlethal has pretty good agility for a character that takes up that much space. Despite this, oversized weapon wielders often suffer from one big weakness that can be exploited if you know the matchup. Their large weapons, while offering extended reach and considerable damage, often come with the trade-off of slower attack speeds and extended recovery times. This makes them vulnerable to fast and agile characters who can dodge their telegraph swings and capitalize on the long openings left by missed attacks. These fighters also may struggle to defend against rapid strikes or escape from tight pressure situations where their lengthy windups and cooldowns become liabilities. Their hitbox is usually extended as a result of having such a big weapon, so the opponent has the opportunity to counterpunish, because that would be really unfair if you could just constantly swing without getting hit, right? I've been pretty much showing a lot of Guilty Gear right now, and it's because Guilty Gear in general loves oversized weapons. And to be honest, it's very fitting for how chaotic the game is. But nobody does it better than the man Cliff himself. I mean, look at that weapon to body ratio. It's beautiful. And as a reward, he has the highest damage output in the game. If you have enough meter, you can TOD most of the cast, and almost all of his combos end in Oki. I love how fun his moveset is too. It just makes the gimmick that much better. But unfortunately, his health bar is just as small as him. But if you like glass cannons, then this character is for you. In Brawlhalla, the introduction of Greatsword marked a significant shift in the game's competitive landscape. Introduced with the character Jaehyun in 2020, the Greatsword quickly gained popularity for its devastatingly powerful strings and unique attack mechanics that set it apart from other weapons in the game. Unlike traditional weapons, the Greatsword features a distinct 3-hit combo system that allows players to string together a plethora of light attacks into seamless flowing sequences. This capability made it effective at maintaining pressure and controlling engagements, often overwhelming opponents easily, as the strings for the weapon on launch only had like 1 or 2 frames between them. This is very unorthodox for a weapon of that size. For example, axe and hammer are very slow. It's usually the string-heavy weapons like guitars or gauntlets that have this kind of string potential, but they aren't that good at knocking out and don't have that much range. Greatsword, on the other hand, virtually had no weakness. It was fast, it could combo, and had really good range. So once people saw the potential in tournament, it didn't take long for everyone to start using the weapon, and it completely shifted the meta for a long time.
Seeing people fight against Sandstorm in any capacity is that Sandstorm when he takes the first stock, you think, oh, okay, I'm going to equalize it, and then something like that happens. That gravity cancel.
Look how intimidating the weapon was. One bad dodge and that was your whole stock. What's really annoying though is how easily you can recover with the weapon. You could whiff a bunch of moves and just recover like that, but if you make one wrong mistake, they could punish you so fast. That is until they nerfed it to the ground. When I think of oversized weapons in Soul Calibur, my mind immediately goes to Siegfried and Nightmare. Siegfried's fighting style revolves around executing sweeping horizontal slashes and powerful vertical strikes. His stances provide him with versatile follow-up attacks, enabling him to chain combos and pressure opponents from a distance that they can't, capitalizing on their mistakes with crushing blows. His moves are basically designed to control space, so he's quite good at mid-range. Nightmare, on the other hand, wields the demonic Soul Edge, a massive cursed blade that enhances his aggressive, relentless playstyle. His moves are characterized by their raw power and reach, capable of dealing significant damage with each hit. Nightmare's Grim Stride stance allows him to dash forward with a series of brutal attacks, and the Terror Charge mechanic further augments his offensive capabilities, letting him unleash even more devastating versions of his standard moves, which makes sense because technically they are the same character, but Nightmare is more aggressive and unsafe. And finally, the last character I want to mention is Kagura from BlazBlue Central Fiction. He is the only fully dedicated charge character in the game. Some of the other characters have charge distortion drives or astral finishes, whereas his special moves are exclusively made up of charge inputs. This makes sense considering he wields a huge broadsword. His charge-based mechanics mirror the weight and momentum of swinging a massive sword, where each powerful strike demands careful setup and precision. But he does a lot of damage though, so it's rewarding if you can time it properly. Unfortunately, he does struggle on defense, as he relies on Dragon's Ascent as his only reversal outside of using his overdrive. But who needs defense anyways if you can just be on offense the whole time?
Alright, both of them trying to get back from their neutrals. Tuxedo Mask got the corner. Yo, he's putting some big damage. He has 70 meters. This could be it. Yeah, this is it. He's got this game. Oh, Magic Pixel. Wait, never mind.
That's kind of the moral of the story for a lot of these characters in this video. Overall, oversized weapon wielders aren't just a visual novelty. While they offer powerful advantages in controlling space and applying pressure from distance, they also demand careful management of their slower attacks and recovery times, making mastering these types of characters that much more enjoyable. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this archetype has an actual name, please let me know. I kind of feel dumb for just calling them oversized weapon wielders, but if not, tell me in the comments what they should be named. Also, who's your favorite from this archetype? Mine would be Cliff. He pretty much embodies the whole aesthetic. As always, make sure to like and subscribe, join the Discord for updates, follow my Twitch and Twitter, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.